I'm awkward because I don't talk, and when I do, it's to point out either something obvious, something unrelated, or an opinion that's destabilizing because it's not a general point of view. What would be the remedy other than small talk? Great question. Let's get into it. So, this may not feel like it, but it's actually a huge win. You're going out there, you're putting in the work, and even if you might be saying something awkward, you're gathering data and practicing connecting with people, which puts you miles ahead of somebody who's sitting on the couch thinking about trying. So, awesome. Secondly, you've brought up two problems here. First is awkward comments, and second is bringing in controversial opinions. Let's address them separately. Awkward comments, you want to develop them by testing and iterating. So just to explain where my experience comes from, I was homeschooled, and I grew up a lot of the times in the country, so I didn't have as many opportunities to develop my social skills as other kids. What I started doing was when I finally went to high school, every time I was in a conversation, I would ask myself, okay, what did I say wrong? Or what did I say that kind of created awkwardness? And what do I wish I had said? Then I would take those lessons and use them in the next conversation. You iterate 100 times and you start to notice that your contributions to the conversation are much more welcome. You start to say much sharper things and you start to really get much better at adding to the conversation and going with the flow. Second, with introducing controversial opinions, there are three potential issues here. First is that you know that you're about to introduce an opinion that goes against the grain, so you present it defensively. And if you're starting to get defensive when you present an opinion, it signals to everybody else that there's something to worry about. If you have relaxed, open body language when you express an opinion, it signals to everybody else, okay, we're safe. They don't have to worry. Second, it could be that you are presenting your opinions in a way that is very unstructured, so it is hard for other people to absorb what you're saying. To fix this, I would use the ORC model. So it's ORC, opinion, reasons, conclusion. So for example, dogs are the best pets, they're friendly, they protect you, and they're pack animals, which means they're part of the family. That's why they're the best pets. Presenting this as your opinion and then the reasons you have it allows people to understand the logic of your thought or what you're contributing. The third issue is that you are presenting a subtle opinion that is very difficult for other people to wrap their heads around. And if you are presenting a complex opinion in a casual conversation, it can feel stressful for everybody else because it's like giving them a math test they didn't prepare for. But if you set expectations beforehand and say, hey, I want to contribute something, but it's kind of a complicated opinion, help me express this or help me make this clear. You're inviting them and you're making it clear, okay, this is going to be complicated. Help me express this idea. Then it becomes a collaborative experience. I hope that helped. Thank you for the question. If anybody else has any questions, you can put them in the comments or send me a DM.